Okay, so looking at this. So last week we talked all about total surface area. This week we're going to add in lateral surface area, and there is one slight difference. So total is every piece of your 3D shape. Lateral surface area is the surface area of a prism or pyramid. Add the areas of each face of the 3D figure, but not the bases. Okay, so you just do the faces of the 3D figure. So, for example, if you look at this little rectangular prism right here, okay, we see that it's a rectangular prism. We see that they highlighted right here. You see this? They've highlighted the bases, right? So those are the bases. So total would be every piece. Lateral is just going to be just these four in the center right here. Are you good with that? So let's find the total first. Or actually, let's find the lateral first, because once you find the lateral surface area, you can add the two bases and you don't have to do it twice. So lateral surface area would be just these four rectangles. So based on the information that we have that we have four rectangles, right? Okay, so the rectangle here is 5 by 8. So what is it? 5 times 8 is 40. This one is, what's the amount here? 3, because this is 3, so that is 3. So 3 times 8, which is 24. And then this is the same as this one right here. They're the same. So this is 40, and this is 24. So because they're the same. Remember, top and bottom of a rectangle, front and back, and side. So we would add up all of the faces, which is 40 plus 40 plus 24 plus 24. And we would get 128. So it's 128 feet squared on the lateral surface area. Okay? Pretty simple, right? So now we would take our 128 to find the total. We would say 128 plus the two bases, the two red bases. So this is a 3 by, this is 5, so this is 5. So 3 times 5 is 15, and this is also 15. So 15 plus 15 is what? 30. So 128 plus 30 is 158 feet squared. So now we found the lateral surface area and the total surface area. Are you with me? Okay. So pretty simple, right? Yeah. We have to designate between what is a base and what is not. So if they don't, most of the things they're going to define a base with shading or something, or they're going to say this is the base. On a triangular prism, your base is always the triangles. So like your base is this right here. Oops. Okay, so these are your bases. So these are your faces, which are your lateral surface area. So looking at that, we would do the lateral surface area of 3 rectangles. Now, I didn't label this one, and I thought I did, and then I marked it out. So we're going to label this one as 8 right here. And I know it looks like an equilateral, but we're going to say it's not for right now. Okay? So we're going to say that's 8. So what we're going to do is this triangle here would be a 6 by 12, which is what? 6 times 12 is? 72. And then we would do a 8 times 12, which would be 96. And then a 6 times 12 again, which would be 72. I know it quite doesn't look like that. I remember we told you just go with the numbers. Don't judge it by what it looks like. Okay? So this is 8, 17, 240. Yeah. So 240 inches squared. Okay, and then our total surface area would be the 240 plus the 2 red triangles. Okay? So red triangles would be base of 8, height of 6. Height of 5. Height of 5 divided by 2.
Why 2?
Because it's a triangle.
This is too much.
Is 40. 40 divided by 2 is 20. And how many of those triangles do we have? 2. So 20 plus 20 is There's a different way to do it, but just so we know. So 280 inches squared. Okay? How do we feel so far? Yes? Okay. Triangular pyramid. Now, here's where we have to start knowing our shapes. The base is the one that's shaded. They shaded the base already. Okay, it's this piece right here. The other three triangles are the same. Okay, so we have on the same. We're gonna find the area of one triangle and then multiply it by 3 to get our lateral surface area. So we're gonna say our base right here. We're saying those are all congruent. So the base is 5. So 5 times the height, which is 10, divided by 2. What's 5 times 10?
40, 50.
Divided by 2? 25. So I have 3 triangles at 25 each. So 25 times 3, which is what? 75. Okay? So 75 is the lateral surface area, and it's going to be yards squared. Okay, what about total surface? I'm sorry, I should have wrote it down here with lateral. Okay, total is going to be 75 plus whatever we get for the base, which is, the base is 5, the height is 4. So 5 times 4 divided by 2, which is what? 10. So 75 plus 10 is, so the total surface area is 85 yards squared. Not too bad, right? So far? So what's the difference between a lateral and a total surface area? Lateral doesn't include the base, okay? So last one, a square. It's a rectangular pyramid, but technically this one's a square. Okay, so this is my base here. Okay. This is my base here on my triangle, so I'm going to do lateral first. It's just easier to do lateral because then you can just add. Okay, so my lateral is going to be my triangle that is 4 times the height, which is 6, divided by 2. 4 times 6 is 24. 24 divided by 2 is 12. How many of those triangles do I have?
4.
So 12 times 4 is 48. So it's 48 meters squared. Okay, now I take the lateral and I add in the red base, which would be 4 times 4, which is 16. And then I get 14, 54. So I got 54 meters squared. How do y'all feel? Not too bad, right? Mason, are you okay? You're looking at it like it's scary.